So this is a 20-pound lump of clay. It's our wild clay, and it is a bit wild today. Wild in the sense that it's dug and it's not processed apart from just being pugged, so it's not cleaned or anything like that. This is how it comes out of the ground. We dig about a mile from here. So this is a longtom, what we call a longtom. So these, when they're fired, will be approximately 11.5-inch diameter, which is about 30 odd centimeters, something like that. So, straight down to the wheelhead. The clay for these is kind of, it's not soft, but it's certainly not stiff either. Flower pots, you tend to use a lot softer clay than you would if you were doing stoneware, I think. Certainly a stoneware pot of this size would be a bit stiffer than this. We'll be doing a lot more stoneware starting in January, because this workshop gets a bit cold, January, February. So I will, as it were, decamp to the studio, and we'll be hopefully producing a lot more sort of studio pottery, domestic ware and some one-offs. But yeah, we'll also be doing, or in earnest, we'll start doing more sort of tutorial videos. And most of those will be in, or a lot of them will be in stoneware, because that's what most people really work with. So there's no good showing you techniques to make flower pots. Not many people make flower pots. So as I kind of learn to produce domestic ware, hopefully I'll be teaching you along the way. I mean, the skills are pretty much the same, but it's more sort of getting to, or hopefully I'll kind of show you my way of thinking and why I produce the pots that I'm going to produce. So yeah, the subscriptions sort of help us do all of that, because and we're also doing lives now as well. So they'll be on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Tuesday is probably about sort of middle afternoon, and Thursday is a little bit later. I don't know exact times, because they will vary until we kind of settle down into a pattern. So these are quite a pleasant pot to produce. If the clay behaves well, and they're quite a long pull. So the name longtom comes from a gun used during the Boer War, which must have been called longtom, and it's sort of trumpet, slightly trumpet shaped. Clean up and make the foot. So yeah, it'd be great if people did subscribe. Just press that button, and it really, it helps us do all the filming. And if we've got enough subscribers, I would like to take on an apprentice, which at the moment is a bit difficult, because I'm paid by the piece, and until the studio in itself, sort of production-wise, was making sufficient. But yeah, it would be nice to enable us to do something like that. So yes, so this is, so thrown to about 14.5 inches high. So quite a tall pot.